This is Paul. Yeah. Yeah, I just got here at 12:24. Yeah. Just a couple, 2 or 3 minutes ago. And, I got to thinking about that 224 account where I had the 10,000 videos on the YouTube channel. And I had approximately 1,800 emails that were responses. Some of them were, obviously, there were emails that no one received. But I got to looking through them, and it looks to me like I've been emailing for quite a long time certain amounts of evidence. Yeah. Now, this Class B felony, yes. Where you said, no, you didn't issue the dissolution of marriage with the intention of my wife kidnapping my sons. But there is what's known as forced disappearance, and we'll probably talk about that in a little while. Yes. See, this morning I was making some videos. Yeah. There's the Class B felony of the issuance of dissolution of marriage where there's no actual due process to the respondent. There's no proof of service. Yeah. That would be something that the petitioner could get. But then there's the Class A felony. Oops. The Class A felony is any private individual that has paid any person in government to perform the functions of government with the intention of kidnapping children. Yeah. And I'm kind of thinking the family, those private individuals that said, well, I'm only going to pay if he gets arrested. Now, this RCW 9A.40.20 are each amendment to read as follows. A person is guilty of kidnapping in the first degree if he or she intentionally abducts my 5 sons with the intent to hold him or her for ransom or reward. Yes. Or as a shield or hostage. Or to facilitate commission of a felony or flight thereafter. Yeah. Inflict bodily injury or of him or her. To inflict extreme emotional distress on those persons or myself as the third party, their father. Yes. Or to interfere with the performance of any governmental function. Now, kidnapping in the first degree is a Class A felony. Yeah. Now, the family, yes. The forgery of Christy Miller, yes. I'm kind of thinking that's not the actual employee. That's one of the family members of Christy Miller, her look-alike dog that had to get paid. Pouch. That would be the interfering in the performance of any governmental function. Yes. How would you, as a police department, like to go to prison Class A? Yeah, Class B, I think it's 5 to 10 years. Could you get me the minimum sentencing guidelines for Class A felony? Now, a lot of these felonies, see, I email you that this signature, right, is not the same as this signature. I mean, if you really look at it, okay. For those that are confused and they think, no, it is the actual signature. Yes. It's not. It's a forgery. And then the protected person, the alleged victim of all this domestic violence that I've been arrested for? Yes. Where I asked yesterday, well, how do I suppress a traffic citation where I was at the Hagens at 9 a.m.? Yeah. And allegedly I was in Sequim, Washington at 7:47 a.m. The protected person was not protected because they never acknowledged receipt of it, and the petitioner never acknowledged receipt of this. Yeah. Now, this governmental function that you said that you had, Well, it's kidnapping, and it's Class A kidnapping for every member of the family, yeah, that paid the sheriff's departments, yes, the police departments, the judges, Brent Baston, good Mormon president that you are, yeah. Did you get paid for insurance? Well, that would be interfering with the performance of any governmental function, and that's what it means, Calgill. Okay? Let's say you're the prosecuting attorney. You got paid to prosecute me. Yeah. For a crime I didn't commit in Sequim, Washington. Yes. Where there was the actual evidence that I was in Port Angeles, Washington at 9 a.m. on December 31st, 2015. And you stupid fucks right now, you're going to prison for 20 years. 20 fucking years, Calgill, for interfering in the function of government. Now, this traffic citation, yes, I would have thought that I would have gotten a phone call yesterday, but no. Your little family had to torture the shit out of me right now. And I think that 20 years in prison for is about the right length of time for those that interfere in the function of government. Now, I had emailed the last few days. Yes, yes. And my sons are at the Quilcene High School. Yeah, they're going to graduate at 19 and a half years old because the superintendent of the Brennan School District, yes, doesn't think that's interfering with governmental function, yes, to deprive me of my rights and the rights of my sons, yes, and you're going to keep them in that fucking school. Now, that would be kidnapping, yes, interfering in the function of the government of the United States of America, and disappearing persons. Now, since I can't identify them as the actual sons that I had, yeah, there is an international law known as the government disappearing right now. I'll put you, I'll put you in fucking prison for the rest of your lives. Now, these medical practitioners, yes, that's what a physician is. Did you watch the 10 videos? Now, when I said, I'm going to have to be able to identify, yes, my 5 sons, because we've had this problem with dogs that interfere in the government that have different signatures. Yes, yes, yes. And these